In your view, would you say that democracy has delivered on its promises? I mean, what's your take when we look at democracy? Would you say it has empowered ordinary Nigerians, or has it mainly benefited the elites? Talking about, youth delusionment, talking about voter apathy, talking about weak service deliveries, insecurity, inequality. Generally, what's your take?
I think there is a need to differentiate between democracy and development, really. So democracy has to do with freedom, accountability. It has to do with, transparency. It has to do with good governance and all of that. But in all, really, it is not as though the citizen perceptions are wrong, really, because democracy ought to lead to development. And this is the reason why in 1999, when we transcended from military rule to democratic dispensation, hopes were so high that in democracy, it will have economic prosperity, we will have a situation where we have peaceful coexistence, better cohesion, social cohesion, and all of that. These are not built in a vacuum. If you look at the nature of democracy itself, when people will say 2 heads are better than 1, you're basically talking about democracy per se, because in an authoritarian system of government, you just have one man or a group of persons. Sometimes the ideas might be limited, but that's what they push on you, right? So there is very limited public consultation or stakeholder engagement. We've had a situation where in a so-called democracy, protesters are being threatened. They are being in different ways arrested, and there are extrajudicial killings in some instances. I mean, in all regard, we can't forget about the EndSARS situation. We can't forget about the end governance situation that just occurred recently. So in all, I think that the frustration is not really with democracy per se. It is a frustration with how democracy has been practiced in Nigeria. And for some of us also that work towards effective democratization of the country, it is also, we can see and feel the frustration of Nigerians. So I agree that democracy has not worked so much in Nigeria, but it is not as though it is a problem of the concept in itself. It is the way we have practiced democracy in the country.